Jr. and I'm an IT specialist, and in this demo, in this procedure demo, whatever you want to call it, I will be showing you on how to power cycle a computer. There are different methods that I've tried, and it actually works. So and I will demonstrate the methods I will be showing you. So let's get started. Method 1. Doing the power cycle just by unplugging the power cord and holding power button for 30 seconds. So I will demonstrate that real quick for you. So first, we're gonna go ahead right here at the power button, the power cord. You're gonna remove the power cord, and we're gonna go ahead and come back to the front of the machine and hold the power button for nearly 30 seconds. So we're gonna go ahead and count, and I'm gonna skip the video after 5, so we don't have to wait here these so many seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Once you hit 30, you're gonna go ahead and let the power go. Then we're gonna come to the back of the machine again. We're gonna go ahead and get the power cord, and we're gonna go ahead and plug it back onto the PC. And some power supplies have a little indicator light. So if the indicator light is on, that means it's good. Sometimes it's not on, sometimes that means the power supply is bad. So we're gonna go back to the front, go ahead and push the power button, and there should be some kind of light in the front that shows. So now let's go ahead and go back to the computer screen. Go to the power screen, and it turns on. So, and that's pretty much it. That's it for the tutorial. For the first method. Method 2. Unplugging the power cables from the power supply to the motherboard. So, on all these PCs, there's different types of PCs. They all have a different types of opening in the back. Some have latches, some have screws in the back, some have levers on the side. So you have to look at what model you have and see how it is. But on this model, we will have to take off a straight screwdriver. Yeah. So let's go ahead and start on the process. Turn the tower. We have to unplug the power. Always unplug power for all and any other components you have. So we're gonna get our straight screwdriver. Go ahead and unscrew it. Some computers have 2 or 3 of them, and some have that big washer. Some have that big giant washer. And then the panel usually slides up or sideways, but on this model, it slides out. So next, here, inside the components, we're gonna have to remove 2 components from the power supply, which includes this little one right here. We're gonna go ahead and push this little latch here and pull. So on the next one, we're gonna come to this side over here. This big one is coming out of the power supply. It's a P20 or a P24. So you're gonna pull it out by putting a little latch. Pull out. So you're gonna actually come to the front, back to the machine. You're gonna hit the power button for 30 seconds again. We're gonna go ahead and start counting. 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna skip this video after 5. 5, 6, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So okay, once you hit 30, you're gonna go ahead and let it go. You're gonna let go of the PC. The PC's power. So we're gonna go ahead and go back to the board, plug this long cable back into the connector board, and we're gonna get the other cord. We're gonna connect this little small one back onto the other connector port on the board. So next, we're gonna go ahead and just put the case back on, slide it back into the grooves, get the screw and screw it back on. And get the screwdriver and make sure it's screwed on correctly. And just firmly, because if you overdo it, you'll break the screw in the back. So we'll get the cable, the power cable, and we'll go ahead and connect it back into the back of the PC, into the power supply. So we'll make sure to connect our components back on, just to make sure we have video. If the video turns on, that means we're in good shape. If not, it's either we have to order a power supply or we have to order a brand new board. So we're gonna go ahead, and once we plug it back in, we're gonna go ahead and push the power button. If the power gets away from amber or any other color, that means the power is good and it's actually coming on. As we see on the PC, we're actually getting actual video back. So that's it for demo number 2. Okay, step number 3. If your still computer does not turn on after all these methods you tried, the next method is try replacing the power cable. It's pretty simple. All you just unplug here and unplug from the power and get a new one and then just plug it back in. It's that simple. And just plug to the electrical wall plug or the power supply, the power strip, and then just come back up here and just connect the new cable. Pretty much it's that simple. So that's step number 3. That's the last, actually the last step. But if it still, you cannot resolve that issue, that you will have to order a brand new power supply, which is something similar to this. Brand new power supply that's almost similar to this. You have to look at the model, the make and model of the power supply and the make and the model of the PC in order to figure out the right specifications. Because depending on gaming, depending on what type of model and everything, what's the power source for each circuit, components, and all the components that you have, it all varies on the type of power you got. So, and the other one is you would have to replace the motherboard. The whole green thing that's inside the back of the board that controls all the circuits. You have to make sure when you order it, you go off of the model number of the board and make sure when you order all components are exactly the same, because if not, it will not work.